Miele oven will not stop beeping.
Hello sir or madam, and thanks for choosing the JustAnswer.com appliance category. Please provide a specific model number and any error codes/lights from the display.
There are no error codes. The oven works fine, it just beeps intermittently. The model #XXXXX XXXXX.
Does this happen only during use or only when not being used? Is it the same beep as the reponse to using the touchpad? Step 0. Locate the circuit breaker for the unit and physically disconnect power for 20 minutes to reset the controller. Do not rely on the normal power switch on the unit because the power switch for most controller-based equipment is only a signal/request to the controller but does not actually kill power to the controller. Step 1. After 20 minutes, reapply power to see if the controller behaves differently by testing the oven. 41114.8818298958.
This happens when it is being used or not being used. Yes, it is the same beep as the touchpad beep. We have turned off the breaker. I am not sure if it was for 20 minutes exactly, but it was for a whole. However, I will try again and leave off for 20 minutes.
Try inserting and removing the temperature probe multiple times to see if the jack has an intermittent short circuit. It usually beeps if it thinks the probe is inserted/removed. If no change, the touchpad itself is intermittent or has some trapped moisture inside. You will have to open up the unit and unlock/reseat/relock the connector. If no change, the touchpad needs to be replaced.
What do you mean open the unit? Also, I tried the breaker and that did not work. I left it off for an hour, no change. Back beeping, we never have used the probe. Should I try that anyway?
Yes. If the probe jack is not causing the problem, then you will have the more complicated task of unscrewing the door jamb screws from the woodwork, pulling out the oven about 6 inches to gain access to the screws holding in the front panel, etc. So try exercising the probe jack as previously recommended before we get into the difficult stuff. If you don't have experience taking things apart, you may want a repairman on site to do the work on the touch panel. 41115.8760530093.
Good service, but no solution. You were responsive, however I had already tried a couple of the things to no avail. I did not know about the probe, but I doubted it, as we have never used the probe. It did not work. I do not feel it a moisture problem either, as it is very intermittent. I'm suspecting some kind of interference.
In my experience, it is either the probe jack or the keypad. Unless you are living underneath a radio tower, electrical interference is highly unlikely. 41119.6546759607.
I guess we are down to the keypad, thanks.
Turn off the power at the circuit breaker. Open the electrical junction box behind/underneath the unit. One at a time, undo each wire nut, inspect the wires for corrosion and reinsert wire nut. If the wire nut is loose or corroded, the wire needs to be redressed and or the wire nut needs to be replaced. If still no change, try leaving the probe installed when not in use and see if the noise stops. To verify it is the keypad, you will have to open up the unit and unlock the connector and disconnect the keypad cable, FFC. 41120.8176877662.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit justanswer.com/YTHI.